Morgan and I did break up a couple months ago.
Why did you and Morgan break up?
I probably would have been resentful. Probably would have been angry. I probably would have said some things that maybe made me feel good in the moment, but I would have regretted later on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the It Is What It Is podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just want to say it again. If you're one of the people watching the podcast, you're a real one, because this is where we get real deep, real personal. We talk about the stuff that, it maybe doesn't have a place on the main channel or in the vlogs, but you come down, you sit down with the boys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode number 82 or 83. It's one of those.
One of those. It doesn't even matter what episode it is, because we are hitting ultimate trajectory right now, meaning
terminal velocity.
We can't be stopped. Nothing can stop the momentum at this point. We're exponential growth. Just hit 200,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for that. Flying past it, I think we're at 212,000 at the time of recording this episode right now. I mean, buddy, by the time we know it, we're going to hit 300K. We're going to hit 400K. We're coming for that million. So this silver can turn into that gold.
And then maybe even that diamond.
And then, who knows?
Maybe that ruby.
And then maybe a custom 100 miller.
Okay. Hey.
Never set limitations.
Sounds great to me. I'm ready.
Oh, yes. And then you guys might have heard a little squeak from the other side of the couch over here. We have we have probably the most special guest in It Is What It Is history, because without this special guest, there is no It Is What It Is. There's no Ireland boys. There's no Overnight in Target.
There's no me.
There's no me. There's no brotherhood. We have the one, the only, IBM, a.k.a. our mother, the one that birthed us both. I mean, the one that had to raise us, too. Props to you, for real.
Great mother.
Let's go.
Best mother I've ever had.
Best mother I've ever had, too.
Woo!
Top 3 at least, for sure.
Well, thank you for having me here today.
No, but for real, just want to say this. We say this off camera all the time, but couldn't ask for a better mom. For real. The way that you raised us, the kindness in your heart, and how sweet you are, and how good of a human being you are.
You're going to make me cry.
No, truly, we say this off camera, but I think everyone that meets you and all of my friends that I've ever met you say the same thing about you. They say your mom is like the brightest light that they've ever met, like a star in the sky, like a sun on a cloudy day,
like the star at night, right?
Yeah,
and like also like sunshine on a cloudy day.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like that.
But yes, I mean, what can we say besides thank you?
I want to say thank you for having me on here, and also you two are awesome. I mean, I couldn't ask for better kids. Knowing that raising you guys from younger, you always respect, and
we learned it from the best.
And you guys are great kids. I cannot say any more.
Yep. Didn't say much. No, but for real. For those of you guys that don't know, IBM is from Vietnam. She's Vietnamese, and then our dad is white. So we're half Vietnamese, half white. And you guys are always asking, if you haven't heard this question answered by now, why are you guys called Ireland Boys Productions? Because our dad is Irish, so our last name's Ireland. But I mean, if you look at us, we look Asian, you know?
We don't look Irish. So
Well, Dad is Irish, Italian, and Germany.
emphasis on the Irish, though, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
emphasis on the Irish. But
it's his last name. It's his last name too. It's not just because he's Irish.
Mm-hmm.
But
and we got the Asian genes, the looks. Luckily, we didn't get the height because IBM. I mean, dude, how tall are you?
5'1".
5'1"
on a good day.
On a good day,
with those shoes on.
Hey, if you don't believe me, on my driver license it say 5'2".
They lie.
So
they be lying on those things, though.
Look at what's on the paper.
You can say whatever you want in there, though.
Yeah.
Well, you're for honestly without the shoes on, when the when the wind's blowing, I'd say you're a good 4'11".
It depends too.
Hey,
At the start of the day,
why are
taller.
we focused on my height?
Let's focus on the heart. The heart. It's not the size of the person. It's the size of the heart. And you have a big heart. And I mean, you guys see the title of this podcast.
We'll be getting into that. Well, not me.
Well, I'll be getting into
Ricky
that
will be
today.
getting into that.
Okay.
And that's a big reason why we're even having IBM on is because of everyone in my life, emotionally, I think I've learned the most from IBM. She's the most, she is stubborn sometimes, but she is the most emotionally mature person that can see things from an outside perspective, and she has so much emotional intelligence. And whenever I have issues or problems or anything, I always go to IBM. God first, but IBM second.
In that order.
But yeah, I mean, is there
uh,
anything you want to talk about to IBM, or are we gonna get into this?
No, well, I think we can get into it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
Let's get into what the title is.
I mean, we all see the
What-
title. If you guys haven't seen the main channel video, it'll be linked right here. We'll put it in the description. But the podcast is where we keep it even more raw, more real. But yeah, I mean, we see the title. It is what it is.
And this is for you to talk about. So, but me and IBM will be here.
Yeah. Okay. So what?
You know what the title is, right?
No.
She doesn't even know what the title
I know
is.
the title. All I was asked, can you come to the podcast today? Okay.
That's
supposed
why
to
we
be
love
at
you.
10.
Down at a moment's
It's
notice.
supposed
You're
to be
always
at 10
down.
today, but something came up. Then Ricky was filming, so we're like, okay, 2. Nope. Right now, let me see what time. It is 4:55.
Okay. You know,
Hey,
we're
man, things come up.
we're on
You
the
know what?
grind. We're on the
But, hey,
grind.
we're not complaining. It
No.
just things come up, and we have to
Adaptable.
adjust to the schedule.
Yes.
So that's why I'm here.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'd be home eating ice cream.
What flavor ice cream, by the way? Everyone comment their favorite flavor ice cream. What's your favorite flavor?
Coconut. If you
Coconut.
want to send me ice cream, coconut ice cream.
Where are they gonna send it? It's gonna melt.
It's going to melt.
Yeah, okay. That's just saying. I didn't say. Okay, something else.
Almond joy. Almond joy.
Almond joy.
But before I'm gonna gather my thoughts. But if there's anything you want to say to the people, if there's anything you've ever wanted to say to the people, let them know, because you always get the notes. You guys send fan mail in each and every week, and we're gonna get into what the title is in just a minute or two. I just want to make sure that I say it in the way that I want to say it in. But is there anything that you want to tell the people? You always get the fan mail in. You're always reading the messages of the kids that watch the videos, and you always show us the notes that they send in. Is there anything you would tell a kid that's watching right now that has a dream or that wants to do something? Because for those of you guys that don't know, IBM came from Vietnam on a boat and came over here, worked so hard, always was grinding, and you honestly instilled that work ethic into us. I'm just trying to hype you up right now. I can't say it enough. But is there anything that you would say to a kid out there that has a dream? Because you always tell us. But what would you say to the kids? Because there's a lot. And a lot of girls watch this too. So maybe they can
really?
relate to you as well.
Well,
Because you're a woman. Right?
Let me see. Yes, I am a woman. Well, to me, you know what? You have a lot of opportunity over here. So America is probably the best country to live in, even we might disagree or agree, but a lot of people try to get here, and the opportunity is just unlimited. So if you work hard, focus, and have that drive, and sometimes the road might not be easy. For example, when we came over here, we didn't know any English. You know, with 10 kids, mom and dad and grandma, so we didn't know any English. So how did we survive? How did we, make it to the next move? So you have to do what you have to do. So learning English, come over here, going to school, people talk, we have no idea. They say here, there. And that's what I remember going on 4th grade. So you adapt, you learn, and that's the road you have to take. And it's hard, it's tough, but you get through it, And I can say that the same thing with my niece, which is my brother's daughter, Sabrina. She's a PA right now. She was in school after 4 years of college and get in PA, and it was very tough. But there's times she wanted to quit, but she didn't. And now she's in Tampa working, as a PA, happy. So a lot of people, yes, we don't want to do the hard work, but get through that. Then on the other side, you succeed, and you look back, you're glad you did it. So don't give up. Continue to strive to be better as a person and be compassionate, giving, loving, and be genuine. And that's all, I have to say.
Wow.
That was great.
That was great. That was good. I mean, IBM is a legend,
But yeah, it's like, man, anytime me and Ricky have something hard to do, it's like, yeah, it might like seem hard. But then if you think back, like what you had to go through, it makes everything that me and Ricky have to do, it just seems like easy work.
Yeah.
You just
Easy
think
work.
about like you didn't even speak English and you had to find your way. And there's so many people nowadays that like grew up in America, but a lot of people, they make excuses. But if your family made excuses, like your whole family, all of them work hard. They all have good jobs. They're stable now. It's so cool to see.
Yes.
Like if any of them made excuses, then
Yeah, no.
they wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't make it because we came over here with nothing.
Literally nothing.
Nothing.
Literally, all of them came over here with nothing. IBM has 8 brothers. 8 brothers, meaning
And
grandma
one sister.
and one sister.
Yeah, don't forget about sister. Go on.
So it's only those 2 sisters, 8 brothers. That means grandpa and grandma were getting busy.
Yeah. There was no TV in Vietnam, so.
Oh, they had to stay entertained, huh?
No TV, so they were, they were making movies of their own.
Cool.
But they came over here. You guys split up when you guys came over here, right? Like half the family
No,
didn't get to make
when-
on a boat, or
When we left Vietnam, then we got picked up by American ship.
Wait,
Not-
can you explain like when you left Vietnam? Like what was going on in Vietnam at the time?
Okay, so a lot of you guys are so young. Back in 1975, North Vietnam, South Vietnam. So we live in South Vietnam. The North is communist, took over the South. So on April 30th, which is actually today,
no way.
That's crazy.
1975,
The day we're filming
30th.
it?
the fall of Saigon. So we left Vietnam, and we were on the boat, fishing boat, got picked up by American cargo ship, not the luxury love boat or, Carnival or Royal Caribbean. But
and when
we
you
got picked up.
when you left Vietnam, you didn't even know. Like you guys hopped on like a little boat, right?
Yes.
And you guys didn't know if you guys would get picked up, right?
We have no idea where we're going because when we left our hometown, we just go from one town to another town when the communists was coming, when there was fighting. So we just left. Say we left Tampa, we're moving to Orlando. Okay? So we were on the road for a couple days. Then we got to this town where my mom and dad used to be fishermen, and back to their friends, they have boats. So we stayed with them for a month. So after that 1 month, that's when the fall of Saigon, April 30th, 1975.
That is crazy that it is actually today that we're
today.
filming it. Because we're filming this Tuesday, April 30th.
Yeah.
And Wow. So then you guys came over here and learned pretty much everything. How old? You were 12 years old when you came?
About 12. Yes.
12. And 8 brothers, mom and dad all came over, and it is absolutely insane because every single one of you guys did something. Like, they're all doctors, they're all engineers. Like, one of them was an engineer for NASA for the rocket ship. The other one's an anesthesiologist. The other one's like an engineer for a big major company.
Like caterpillars, computers, science.
Like, they all came over, no excuses, and grinded. And they started from behind. Like, when you're born in America, you're already ahead of the curve. Like, only 3% of the entire population, I think, around there is in America. But when you're born in another country and you come here, you're already behind the curve. You have to learn a whole another language just to get on the baseline. But something that is taught in other countries that is not taught as much here is, like, the value of family and camaraderie, I believe. Like when you go to another country, like when we visited Vietnam all together, it was beautiful to see that maybe not everyone there has the most,
That's correct.
but they have the most in here.
Yes.
They spend time together. They take care of their family. Where over here, obviously there's outliers and everything, but it is more so driven on, I have to get this and get this and get this. And then the family is almost pushed aside. Like people work, and they forget about their family.
It's more a very like a rat race over here.
Everyone's headed nowhere fast.
Yes.
It feels like.
And over there, a lot of, people don't have a lot, but it seemed like, their life seem to be happier because they seem like more relaxed because they're not in the race.
They're not always
trying to get to the next
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Like move up.
Like over here, it's like, how can you get ahead? How can you get ahead? And when you're always thinking like that, it's not bad to strive for more and have like nice things.
But it had to be balanced.
Balance.
Like you guys, I see you guys work very hard. The podcast and the regular channel, the TikTok, all this. But like I said, you got to have balance. You work very hard and you play hard. But if you just work, then
Then it's like,
what's
it
the
all
point
for?
of that? So you got to enjoy your life. There's time for everything. There's a song by, I don't know, maybe the Beatles or who, time for everything, the season, I don't know. But to me, like the season, the fall, the spring, the winter. So in our life, we should have all that too.
No, yeah,
Balance it
because
out.
you keep going and then you see people just reaching, and then they stop and they're like, oh, what was this all for? And it's like the sooner you can realize that and have balance where you're going for something. And I think that's what all of your family members did. Like there's such an emphasis on family. Like you guys try to make an effort to get together. It used to be almost every week. Now it's like a couple times a month still. But like it's crazy to see you guys all so close. And I talk to my other friends that are like in America and they rarely see their family.
And they're like surprised. They're like, damn, you guys are always doing something with your family.
Yes.
But to us, it just seems so normal. But then you realize it's normal because that's how it is over there. And you guys kept that.
Right.
There's kind of values here.
Yeah, and I admire that. Take it. You almost take it for granted because you think that's how it always is. But yeah, man. Hey, IBM, came over here and made it happen.
And that's not to say that I think it's important to, if you're grinding on something, maybe for a period of time, you do have to separate yourself, maybe not hang out with family as much. Still, that doesn't mean you have to push them away completely, but maybe you're really trying to focus and you're trying to do your thing, and maybe you don't have as much time. But that, at the end of the day, it's like once you work so hard for whatever you're grinding for, whether it could be anything, YouTube, business, at the end of the day, it's like once you get all this money, it's like, then it's who are you going to spend your time with? Now that you have all this money, all this time now, and then it goes back to family, but that's balance. Great woman you are, IBM.
Thank you. I try to be, you don't have to be this and this and that, You go through life and you be who you are, be genuine. That's one thing that you had to be genuine, and you be yourself. And that's, I think, number one, that if you are yourself, then no matter where you go, no matter who you meet, you have that confidence in you because you believe in yourself and who you are. You are not somebody else. So I always tell the boys, you know what? If you date somebody and if you really like her, but if the shoes don't fit, it's like what's it called? Analogy?
An Allen wrench.
So almost like, if the shoes don't fit, why do you try to wear that? At first, yes, you try, but after that, then the shoes don't fit and you wear them, then they just hurt. So anyway, it just be yourself and be true to yourself. And to me, and I even not saying that I remember growing up, even in high school, right? I'm kind of like quiet and shy. Then after that, you just kind of grow out of it because all the people are just people. you know?
Mm.
So
true. So
Yeah.
true. I mean,
and I remember when even you, when you see fans that come, you don't go to the fan. Or when, no, was
Huh?
it?
What?
No.
what
does
you
that
saying?
mean?
No.
What does that mean? What does that
No,
mean?
no.
saying
I
right now?
remember when we were in California or somewhere,
Okay.
and we went to Logan Paul, but
Oh,
you
okay.
was like so, you know,
Oh, Jake.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
So to me, they are just people. So same thing with fans to the IBP, boys. If you see them come and say hi, they don't bite.
Oh, yeah.
We're all human.
Always
know?
come and say hi. I think there is one time, like if I see a kid and he is shy, because it was funny enough, me and Nick were actually really shy growing up. Like even our best friends would knock on the door, and I know you remember this. Our one of our best friends, our next door neighbor, would knock on the door. I would be too shy to answer the door, and I'd make our mom go and be like,
Yes.
talk to him and see if we could play. Or like a friend would call the phone, and I'd be like, oh mom, you have to
Yeah.
you have to answer the
Even
phone.
Daring Dave, if you're an OG, you know Daring Dave on the channel, but he lived like 2 doors down. Me and Ricky, we would hang out with him all the time. We would always, this is like before any of us had phones, so when you want to hang out with your friend, play with him, you knock on the door and you ask like, yo, normally the parent comes out and you're like, yo, is David home? But me and Ricky would be like, dude, you knock, bro. And then the other person would hide around the corner.
Yes.
And it would just be his mom answering too.
I remember those days. I'm the one that answered the door all the time. I think
You'd be
even-
hiding right behind the door too.
Yes. I remember that. Very
Yeah.
clear.
But man, no, yeah. But yeah, if you're a fan and you ever see us, come up and say hi, because there are times where I see a kid that's nervous, and I'll go up and say, hey, what's up? Like, you watch the vids, appreciate it, this and that, because I can see that they're nervous to come up. But there was one time where I saw a kid, and he was on his phone, and he was looking at me and then looking at his phone. So I was like, oh, he definitely knows.
Yeah.
And I go up to him like, yo, bro, what's up? His like mom's right there. I'm like, what's up, bro? You watch the videos? You want to take a picture? And he goes, I don't know who you are.
That's the last time. we
Right
ever
next
did
to his
that.
mom. And I was like, yeah.
And then you look like a little creep because,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was like in like middle school. Ricky's a little bit older. Ricky's like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, you want to take a picture? The dude's like, huh?
And his mom's like, his mom like pulled him aside. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, if you see us out, definitely say what's up.
Definitely say what's up. Like, it's better to just say what's up than like trying to sneak a picture, because me and Ricky will probably notice. Like, I was in the mall the other day, and this kid, he was like, he walked by at least like 5 times. Sorry if you're watching this, but he was just walking by like with his phone like this. It was so obvious. But it's like because of that incident with Ricky, I didn't want to say anything and be like, yo, bro, like, you want to take a picture? And then he's like, nah, bro. And then I'm just like,
Right.
damn, ego.
Yeah. Then it's just weird.
So it's just like, just come up. Everyone's a normal person. So, but
yeah. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Maybe cut this out. But like, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh, can you
IBM.
bring my purse?
Huh? What?
Can you bring my purse over there? Because I have a letter that I really want to read it.
You want to go get it while Ricky's in the
Yeah.
bathroom?
Because it's very...
All right. While IBM is getting that item from her purse, Ricky is taking a bathroom break. It's a perfect time to let me tell you guys about the official sponsor of the It Is What It Is podcast. We are honored to finally have a sponsor on here besides IBP merch, and that is Flex Pro Meals. I mean, you know, me and Ricky, we've been in the gym consistently. A big part of fitness and being in the gym is a proper diet. If you're not eating the right nutrition, you can be in the gym 7 days a week and you're not going to get the results you want. But cooking, I'm not going to lie, your boy hates cooking. I hate shopping for groceries, and I hate doing dishes. So there's something for that, and it's actually today's video sponsor, Flex Pro Meals. It's a meal prep service. You order it, it comes straight to your door. They're hooking you guys up. They got a massive discount for your first time ordering. 40% off your first order if you use code IBP. Use the link in the top of the description. If you don't like cooking like your boy and you're trying to get that nutrition, go there. Are you tired of the time-consuming task of meal prepping or the monotony of your current meals? Let Flex Pro Meals handle it. Their pre-portioned, flash-frozen meals are ready to heat and eat, saving you hours in the kitchen. And the best part, these gourmet handcrafted recipes are tailored specifically to your needs and delivered right to your doorstep. Choose from 35 delicious macro-balanced meals, including high-protein, low-carb, keto, and gluten-free options with by-the-pound options as well. You can mix and match your favorite proteins, carbs, and veggies and satisfy your sweet tooth with one of their 8 power treat options. Like, no joke, if I don't want to cook, which most of the time your boy doesn't want to cook, I just pop one of these bad boys in. Literally, just take it out of the freezer or the fridge, pop it in the microwave, couple minutes, boom, meal ready to eat. Just toss the container. When I'm done, use the top link in the description if you want to do it. Help support the boys. Code IBP, 40% off your first order. And now, let's get back into the podcast. All right, we're back.
We're back. Okay. Since I was coming over here today, went to the post office, the IBP PO box, and this came in, and it's from the young lady from Mason, Arizona. Her name is Lily Grace Foster, graduate from high school.
Dude, I don't know if you can give all this information
Yeah,
out.
I was about to say, you want to drop their address in there too?
No. Because, anyway, she sent a letter to you guys.
Maybe
so
bleep where she graduated.
She graduated from high school.
No. Bleep it, you know?
High school.
Okay, yeah, there. You
Yeah,
can
no,
say high school. We
yeah.
can't say the exact address.
Yeah, bleep,
Right. No, I'm not
bleep
saying
the name of the high
anything, yeah.
school. Just,
And she grew up on this street.
She graduated from high school, so she sent a letter to the boys. So I just want to share it. Yee boys, I just want to say thank you both for having such a big impact on my childhood. I am so glad I clicked on the original 24-hour challenge in Target video when I was 10, because you have inspired me every day since. To me, you guys are more than just YouTubers who do pranks and challenges. You are role models who taught me to never give up and always chase after my dream. It's incredible how far you guys have come. Since I started watching, I can't wait to see what else you guys do in the future. So anyway, she said, P.S. I have both of the overnight marathon poster in my room, and they are definitely going to college with her.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's going graduate from high school, going to college. So congratulations to
congratulations to her.
Congratulations to Lily.
Yes, her name's Lily.
Shout out Lily. Shout out everyone who sends the fan mail. IBM always tries to show us, and we always try to read it. And it never gets old reading those because it puts a face to the numbers behind the screen, and it's truly incredible to see. It's also crazy to see that you guys are growing up with us.
Literally,
like
she started watching when she was 10. She just graduated high school now, probably like 18.
Going to college.
Been watching like 8 years. Like I think I was out the other day, like at the bars, like you know. And like I was meeting people in there that were saying like, dude, I've been watching for like years and years, and now we're like in the bar like
and now you are
having a little drink together, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see.
Pretty cool.
It's crazy to see growing up and just the ebbs and flows of life as you grow. Everyone's growing, like there's no slowing.
There's no slowing. There's no pause. And
sometimes I think, time goes by too fast. Too fast, because it seemed like the other day you guys were still this big, and now high school. Then I look at it, I want you guys to be back in a certain age. So, but you know what? It's like the mother you always want. Okay, can't wait they can walk, and after that, can't wait they do this, graduate high school. But let me tell you, enjoy your high school, enjoy your college, because those are the best time. All you have to worry about is doing homework and good grades.
Which when you're in it, homework seems like, damn, homework, like, that seems like the end of the world. That's Sunday night, 5 p.m., got to grind it out. But then you look back and you're like, dang, homework was the only thing I had to worry about. That was pretty lit time.
Right.
Like the only thing.
Yeah.
Then you grow up, you got rent and taxes.
You just got to appreciate, like, even when I was growing up, like, I would be like, man, I can't wait till I'm this age, or can't wait till I'm this age and this age so I can do this and that. Right. But then you realize you just got to appreciate every moment for what it is.
So true. Enjoy the moment and be in the moment. Because right now, I wish I was like 30.
You're not? Just kidding.
But you look so young.
Come on.
It's the Asian glow.
Like, I don't know if we're going to say your real age on here. But,
to me, age doesn't matter. It's how you feel.
That's what I say.
Right? Because if you are 30, you feel old, then you're old. So if you are like, it's all how you feel.
There you go.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So
I think that's why you haven't aged, because you are so positive and so happy. Yeah, I mean, you've looked the same to me for the past 15 years, honestly.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. You might have got younger.
Oh, really?
I don't know what you're drinking over there.
whole
Maybe you
family,
need to go
bro.
check your eyes then.
You know what they say? Asian don't raisin. But, yeah, man.
Black don't crack.
And white,
White ages.
like cheddar cheese, like white cheddar.
Some people age well, some people don't, you know, so.
Yeah, but I think the way that you care, the way that you like live your life can affect how you age. 100%. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Like people that are stressed out all the time, they probably look old because
Like-
they're always stressed out. Their face is always like, oh.
Like the before and after of a presidency,
Yeah.
if you like, they age. They're only in there for 4 years, but they age like 40. But yeah, man. I mean,
Is it time?
I think it is time. And before we get in this, I want to say a little prayer together.
I just
If that's
ripped
okay.
cheeks. Yeah, I just ripped cheeks. But
Okay, awesome. That's God releasing for you.
oh, I'm ready.
And for all the people at home, I want to say, Dear Lord Jesus, I pray that you allow all the words that come out of our mouths to speak life, to breathe life, and to speak love and joy. And I pray that you guide everyone at home going through anything, whether it is stress with family, whether it is a divorce, whether it is financial burdens, whether it's a breakup, whether it is something happened, an accident. No matter what it is, I pray that everyone at home knows that you're never too far gone and that Jesus is right next to you and he has always been there, and you can leave, but he will not leave you. And I want to say this before we get into what we're about to talk about. I knew that you raised us to be Catholic and in the Catholic faith and raised us to and be in the church. And I'm not gonna lie, for a long time I fell away from God, and he was always there, and I would always like say he was part of my life, but he never felt like he was. In moments there would be, but like I never truly felt what I felt in the past couple months. I truly feel more and more every single day. I feel like I grow closer and closer to God, and it's an indescribable feeling. Like some of you at home may understand what I'm talking about. There's probably a lot of you that do, but there's probably some of you that maybe have no idea even what I'm saying and don't even understand what I'm saying. But once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. And I feel so strongly about this. And it's only in the past couple months, maybe even the past couple weeks, where he's gotten so close and shown me so many times that he's right there. And I just pray that we all are beacons of your love and that we spread love, because at the end of the day, I truly believe that's all that life is about. I believe. And love you guys, and love everyone watching too.
Love you guys.
Thank you. But yeah, that was like a prayer, but also like a little speech in there. But I'm just saying how it is. If you guys didn't see the main channel video, Morgan and I did break up a couple months ago. And I think right after the breakup, if we were to film a podcast or film the main channel video that I did, the way that I would have went about it would have been completely different. I'm being honest with myself. I probably would have been resentful. I probably would have been angry. I probably would have said some things that maybe made me feel good in the moment, but I would have regretted later on, because hate, anger, and resentment is a poison that you think it's going to hurt the other person, but really it's a poison that you drink yourself. And I'm glad that I've taken the time to reflect on it, and I have no like hate, no animosity or anything towards her or anything in the situation. I think that we both have too much respect for each other. And I can say like genuinely that I love her, and that for that time we were together for 3 years, that she was my best friend, and that I loved her. And this is going to sound cliche and corny, and it's funny, as you grow up, like all the cliche things are true. And if you listen to your parents, if you're lucky enough to have them, or you listen to someone wiser than you, you're like your grandparents or a mentor or something, you come to realize like what they say is so true, and easily could focus on the bad times, could focus on what went wrong and what could have been. And I was in that for a long time. Hurt inside too. Angry, just like, and I'm not, no blame or anything towards anyone, because there's another thing I'm going to get into right after this, but you're only hurting yourself when you have anger inside of you. And you can focus on the bad, all this stuff, but at the end of the day, I think it is the much more healthier way and the much more respectable way is to focus on the good. Like, those are some of the I had some of the best times in my life during those years, you know? Some of the best laughs, some of the best memories, for sure. I can't even lie to myself and say that I didn't enjoy it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I haven't even talked about this with anyone. I haven't opened up to Nick. I haven't opened up to DJ Fab, really. I've talked to IBM a little bit, but even then I feel like I don't open up too much.
No, you kind of hold it in because you let your mind work its own way. But sometimes, you have that. Don't hold it in, because just let it out. Nobody going to judge you, but just talk it out, It make you feel better. It's like the weight inside of you just lift off.
Yeah.
And we're here to help, not to judge anybody. So never think that we judge, but let it out.
And the reason why I am saying any of this is just to put it out there first off, because it's all the comments in all the videos is like, yo, what happened? So just mainly want to touch on that. If anyone's looking for any juice, drama, it's not one of those. Not going to be one of those. I mean, you always see these videos growing up on YouTube, and you're like, dang.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, I've never made one, but it's like, I was just thinking, because, like, you filmed the main channel video earlier today, right?
Yeah.
It's like, dang. Like, one of us is actually making a breakup video on YouTube.
Yeah, you never.
Crazy what life is.
Yeah. No, it is.
Because people want,
They're
drama. They want drama.
People love
people kind of suck onto that.
I think for the most part, that's why negativity is so, like, in the news. It's always bad news.
Right.
Because people are addicted to seeing bad things because it makes them feel better about themselves. But I truly believe that there is a wave in this generation, in the new generation, that wants good and that is seeking better and more than ever. So the reason why I even made this video or made the main channel video is because first off, I know a lot of people are going to click it because they want the juice. They want the drama. But I think there's a lot of young men that can learn from the way that I talked about it in that video. And, yeah, man, the thing that you were saying is, like, don't feel bad to open up to anyone. But sometimes I feel it is hard to open up to someone because it is very rare to have someone in your life. And I feel like some people might not have anyone in their life that they fully feel like they can open up to and have no judgment. You're one of the few people I feel like I could say anything to. Even some of my friends, I don't feel like I could say it without being judged or even make a smart remark or a joke that could affect me. You're one of the few people, I would say, that I've ever met that you can say anything to and that you come with such love. And I would say Nick would probably say the same thing.
Oh, yeah. IBM, anything. Always go to IBM.
Maybe I should start my own channel.
I think you should. A life coach you could be, for real.
Yeah.
And the reason why I keep bringing God up is because some people don't have an IBM. Some people don't have a brother like Nicholas. But God is always there, and he has no judgment ever. And I truly believe, like, if you don't have anyone, you have God. So for those of you that don't have anyone, turn to God. We're always here. Obviously, we can't respond to every comment or see everything. But that's why I always bring that up. And another thing I wanted to touch on that I talked about in the main channel video, but I want to elaborate a little more here, is that I believe when you go through a breakup, it is one of the most transformative times in any person's life, but especially a young man's life, a young dude's life, because when that does happen, oftentimes a man will turn to being like, oh, I'm going to boss up, and they get all this, like, testosterone or anger, and they're like, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to prove them wrong, I'm going to do this, and be like, and it's this and that, and I'm going to show them. But, and though those may be good habits to go to the gym or be like, I'm going to boss up and get my money right, I believe the intention and the intent and the way that you do it should not be like that. I think it should come up from a place of love and truly wanting the best for the other person, and also doing it to improve yourself, not to prove anyone. That's what I've been on the past bit is I don't want to prove anything to anyone. I want to improve myself. Focus on improving, not proving. Because when you do it for proving, you're doing it for the ego. When you're doing it to improve, you're doing it for your soul. And yeah, so any young guy out there I'm sure there's a lot of you, I mean, I saw in the last podcast, a lot of you talking about like stuff you're going through, breakups, this and that. Do it in a way of grace, because you do not want to burn any bridges. You don't want to have any animosity or hate that doesn't have to be there. And true love is true forgiveness. True love is true honesty. And true love is true vulnerability. And that's what makes it such a beautiful thing, because it's everything. Love is everything. But that's also what makes it a scary thing, because it is everything. You have to give everything. So you're in the most vulnerable place. And I know I'm kind of going on, if that's okay.
I keep going.
Yeah.
But another thing that has been super heavy or super like on my heart is like, man, when you go through this state, when you go through this, it's going to feel like you don't know what you're doing. You feel crazy. You feel like you're lost and this and that, but it's true. Like time really does do its job. You know what I'm saying?
Times will heal, and time will give you reflecting what happened and move forward.
And clarity.
Yes.
And the reason why I say you don't want any hate or animosity is because you can feel that when you're moving around. If you ended on bad terms with anyone, forget a relationship. I'm talking about if you have bad blood with your mom or your dad because something happened, or a friendship because it went the wrong way because someone did you over or something. Happens all the time, more than you think. If you can really, truly forgive not only them, you have to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you made. And a lot of the times, like in a relationship, it is easy to, when you break up, be like, they did this, they did that, and they did this wrong and this. And if they only did this, then it would have been like this. But as a man especially, it's your job to lead in a relationship and your job to guide the woman. Mm-hmm. And when you do go through something like that, if you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I was wrong here, I messed up here, this is where I can grow. Because no one's perfect. I messed up plenty of times and will continue to mess up. But if you can look yourself in the mirror and say, this is where I need to grow, this is where I am lacking, that's the only way you're going to grow. Blaming and putting it on someone else doesn't do anything for you or for them. It tears everyone down. So, like, if you're going through a breakup, don't blame. Just focus on the things that you did wrong, because there's always two sides to a story. There's mistakes everyone makes. So always try to improve, get better. And I can genuinely say, like, in a lot of the times, like, God's not going to, I believe, bless something if you're not truly putting him first and living for him. And I wasn't in that at all times. A lot of things that I not going to say would have done differently, because you can't change the past, but a lot of things that I've learned. You never lose in life. You only learn and grow. Mm-hmm. Yes. A lot of growing and learning.
And recognizing it, that's what you can improve. And
This is for all the people out there watching.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you said in the main channel video. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I literally just recorded this before this.
I don't know if you explained what I'm about to ask. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. But, like, for all the people wondering, mm-hmm. I'm sure everyone's wondering, why, yeah. Why did you and Morgan break up, if you want to say? I mean, you don't have to go, you can go as specific as you want, But, like,
I'm not going to go in too much detail out of just, like, pure respect. And honestly, there's some things, like, our relationship was online. But in the beginning of a relationship, I always told her, like, it's more important that we're good off camera than on camera. That's why, like, sometimes we didn't film and do stuff. I want to say, like, I have the utmost respect and love for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever. I think she's the only girl I ever been in love with, truly. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think IBM could see that too.
Yes.
She was like a daughter to you, and you were like her mom to her.
Yeah. And we still connect.
Yeah.
You know,
But I think the way things go sometimes, like, you're moving at different speeds, or you're moving at such a rate in our life too, especially we're always filming, doing so much things that they're juggling so many things that you sometimes you neglect certain aspects of your life and you're focused on others, and then you're focused on others and then you neglect other aspects. But I truly believe, like, if I'm being super honest, like, there's so many different things, but what I'll say is, like, if you don't put God first, I don't think he's going to bless it. And I don't think he was first and all the time. Like, there's things that I would say that God wants you to live by that we were not living by. Not, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to keep the rest private, though, if I were to be honest.
well,
whatever.
yeah, private. We don't expect you to say in detail, but you know, a lot of people ask why, but to me, it's your private. It's your relationship with Morgan. You love her, you respect her, and she respects you. So for all those out there, you expecting drama or juicy stuff, but sometimes things just don't work out. You know, you love her, but sometimes you walk in a different path, and so you go separate ways. And does it mean that Ricky doesn't love Morgan anymore? Does it mean Morgan doesn't love Ricky anymore? It's just that, you know, two people, different personality. We try to compromise. You try to be, and it's hard. You guys are young and with the social media, and so, you know, life takes you a different path. But thank God for God have put your life together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a branch we were at church today. I mean, the other Sunday, and like God is the branch, and we are the vine.
Yeah.
You know.
No, yeah. I think I came into a time in her life where I think even she would say like, God put us together at those times.
Yes.
Like, she needed me and needed us. And I would say she learned a lot from me and you and being around. And I learned a lot from her as well. So I don't regret anything. She's been through a lot as a girl.
Yes.
And I have respect and love, and that's all I can really say.
Yeah.
And I do think, like, the reason why I say, like, no animosity or hate is because I think that one day all of us hopefully will be together in heaven. Mm-hmm. Every single person in the world will be in heaven together one day, and it's like, you can't be having hate up in there, you know?
Yep. There's no hate up there.
No hate up there,
'Cause
brother.
if you up there, God's not gonna take you up there. You stay down to earth.
No hate up there, right, brother?
Nope. That's right, brother.
What's up, brother? Tuesday, actually, we're filming this.
Today you Tuesday.
But I mean, yeah, I wrote a bunch of, like, little things down, but whenever I go to them, I just speak from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Anything else?
let me see. I was watching George Anko podcast the other day, and he said this too. He said, and can touch on. I'm not going to get into specifics, but there's things I can learn. Like, let me just read it. I wrote this down. Whenever I hear something good, I write it down. A good man isn't a good man when he's only a good man based on the times that he's good. Now you hear that and you're like, oh, hey, Dr. Seuss, chill out, buddy. But when you really break that down, it's like, it's easy to be a good man or woman. I'm focusing more on the man because I'm a man, and because the men, I believe, are supposed to lead in the relationship. It's easy to be a good man when everything's going right, when you're financially stable, when you have all this, and there's no problems in life. Nothing's going wrong. It's easy to be good. It's easy to be nice, right? But how do you treat someone when maybe you're not having the best day? How do you treat someone when maybe something bad happened to you? How do you treat someone when maybe you're feeling low, when you're feeling down? Do you start snapping on people? And it's like, how do you treat people in your lowest moments is how you treat, is who you really are, I believe. Like, because it's easy to be nice, it's easy to be good when you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a big thing. Like, if certain things would get to me, I would change. And there's a story in the Bible. It's like when Jesus did 40 days of fasting, 40 days, 40 nights in the desert, right? The devil tested him in those moments, because when are you the most irritable?
Vulnerable.
When you're hungry. Think about go a day without eating. Go a couple days without eating. You go a couple hours without eating for this guy.
Yeah.
He starts throwing punches, bro.
No, stop cap.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're
too.
hungry, you be hangry. So it's like,
Yeah.
how do you treat people in those low moments? And that's what I think. That's like just another little tidbit of information that I've like focused on, is like, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm gonna try my best to be the best I can be. I fall short all the time. So
There you have it, folks.
yep.
A lot of people, a lot of y'all out there were wondering, what's up with Richie Lee? That's
And
what's up.
I think even a lot of people could see it affect me for a while, especially in person. Nick, I'm sure it could.
Oh, I see it right through.
Oh, yeah.
I see right through when on the phone, when you call. I see you when you come, and you were not Ricky.
Mm.
You know,
At times, yes.
you were, somewhere else, your mind. So you were not present.
Not present, I was about to say.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's just hard to see you through, go through that. And
More
so-
present, you would say I am now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, now you are more focused, you're more present, and you act goofy when I see you. And, so that's the Ricky I used to know. Before you were kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
In your head, something.
yeah. And sometimes, you would talk, or you walk in the house, I can feel it. Because, you were not happy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff was bothering you, or your heart was heavy, and you just carry it and not expressing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that reminds me of one more thing. The one more thing I wanted to say that I wrote right here. It's like, in any relationship, whether it be with your parents, a girlfriend, or a friendship, when you can be fully transparent and honest with each other, that is when it's truly at its best. No hiding, no running, no deceiving, pure honesty, even if it's going to hurt the other person in the moment. Meaning, like you said earlier, always be yourself. When you're meeting a new girl, when you're meeting a new guy out there, when you're thinking about getting in a relationship, don't pretend to be something you're not, because eventually the real you comes out. And if they fell in love with this version of you, but that's not who you really are, then you either have to keep up that persona for as long as you date forever, or you have to change who you are to be what you're not even really, who you're not even really are. So if you're just fully honest, fully transparent, and that's honestly something I learned from Morgan, like full transparency, like full honesty, like even if it's going to hurt in the moment, even like I would say like you have kids one day, or we have kids one day, and they go out and they get super drunk and they don't want to call us, and they're like, oh, I don't want to call them because my parents might be mad. So they try to drive home.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather them call me and be so honest, like, I messed up, I did this, and this, pick them up, no resentment, nothing. I'm glad that you were honest, and then move forward. And that goes for any aspect in a relationship. If you're honest, it saves so much time.
Yes.
And especially when you're first meeting someone just talk about the romantic way, because then right away, okay, they can be a friend, or there's potential,
Right.
And if you're pretending, you got to keep up that act, and keeping up that act is tiring.
Right at the beginning, when just meet each other, of course you kind of. But
Yeah, I might hold my farts back on the first
Yeah.
date.
Hold your farts back, yeah.
Second date, I might let them fly.
Yeah. So funny.
But you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about pretending that you're someone that you're not. Like,
Correct.
obviously, not gonna fart on the first couple dates, but like,
Right.
we're dating, yeah. I'm going crazy.
Farting in your face, best believe.
You're getting shot right when you
Pow,
walk
pow.
in the door.
Dutch oven. Whoop.
So funny because we're talking about relationship, and last night IBD and I watched The Notebook.
Really?
way.
I saw that long time ago, but I could remember just like toward the end of it, but in between you forget about how the movies. And last night we watched that movie, and it was a great movie. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McDonough or something.
Yeah.
Great
Never
movie.
seen it, but
You have to see it.
I know.
I'm waiting for
Oh,
trying to watch it with someone.
Oh, with the right person.
I waited
but
to
I
watch
can't just
it.
watch it. You know, it has to be like I might date this person or I'm dating this person. I'm not trying to waste that. You know,
I agree.
You only get to watch it one time for the first time.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
it-
how
but
I
I
was.
don't like rewatching movies. So.
That's how I was.
I
I
don't.
waited.
I don't like to watch movies second time, but it's been a long time, long. So, but it's a great movie. Regardless of you're gonna wait to watch with somebody, or just watch it because it's such an amazing movie. True love. I mean,
Mhm.
it's probably one of the best movie that.
Damn.
It is.
Yeah,
I
it
waited
is.
to watch it,
Yeah.
and I watched it with Morgan, and I cried. I
Yeah.
cried
I'm
so
definitely
much.
gonna cry. I know
It-
that.
it's-
I
it
I
was
couldn't stop
amazing.
crying.
Yeah.
I cried all night watching. Dude, it is one of the best
Yeah.
movies.
IBD
And when you
never
watch it,
saw
man,
that.
it's like He never did?
He never saw that. And last night we said, "Oh, let's watch it." And so
did he cry?
cry?
he was like, "That was he got very emotional."
But he didn't cry.
I don't know. It was like 11 at night, so
You can see.
so I'm sure he got emotional. And he said it was such a written movie. It was great. I have to say, because there's not a lot of great movie out there. You know.
No, that's
Especially
So-
nowadays.
that's one of those that is made. They made them different back then. Like every
Yeah.
movie from that time period is just like
Yeah.
movies nowadays are so like the same kind
Crank
of.
them, just crank them out.
Yeah, just crank them out.
It's like, dang, how many Fast and Furious is like double digits?
Right. And those two are like kind of my favorite.
Ryan Gosling and what's her
Yeah,
name?
and
Rose.
Rachel. Yeah.
Rachel what?
The redhead? or no?
McDermott. No, Mc something. I can't remember.
Oh,
She's
that
in the
one
movie.
lady,
She's in the
yes.
movie with The Vow with Channing Tatum,
Okay.
and that's another good movie too.
The
Yeah.
Vow?
Yes. It's
Is that about marriage?
It's about marriage, relationship, but it's something happened at the end.
Wow.
But it's sad. It's sad, but
okay,
it's good.
Can't watch that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that, man. I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to IBM for always. Shout out to Nick for always being there. Nick would always be there. Hey, man, like if you need to talk. But IBM really was. I could always open up to her about that. So she always gave me good advice. And even in the moment, I knew what IBM was saying was right, and I still didn't listen sometimes.
sometimes he's hard like a rock, stubborn like a bull.
No, for real. Oh my gosh, this
my.
guy.
No, good.
Bro, it went through the mic. Oh
Imagine if you had the headphones on, Mom.
Oh my gosh, that's why I didn't have the headphone on.
my gosh,
No,
brother.
And I'll say this too. But like being honest is one of the biggest things I'd say in a relationship. Because, I mean, if you can't be yourself, then it's like then you feel like you have to put on this front. It gets exhausting.
Yeah.
And then also, if you ever want to say something, you might want to hold it in. But then eventually, you know that you're going to say it. But if you keep holding it in, it just makes it worse. Because then you start building up this resentment. And then when you finally do talk to the other person, then there's a higher chance you might snap or just let out all this anger that the other person didn't even know that you had because you've been holding it in so long.
Yeah, for real. No, yeah. Being upfront, like being upfront about everything, because it does build. And then when the tension snaps,
And it explode.
and you might say something you regret. You might say it in a way that you don't mean to say it. But yeah, I mean that's all I can really say. And when you're young, man, one thing I've realized when you grow up, the more that you learn and know, the more you realize you don't know. You know?
Well, when you're younger, you think you know everything
Yeah.
because you think your parents are crazy. You think, oh, I know everything. Then after that, when you become a certain age, you realize it.
You realize you don't know
Yeah.
anything.
You realize
You
a lot of
still
people
a
don't
lot
know
of stuff to grow. Because you still going through life. You still learn. You still grow. So what you know now and
Mhm.
years from now, you learn something like, oh, I didn't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take advice and ask questions to people who you respect and who you want to live like. Because like are you gonna? That's why I go to IBM, because I respect IBM. But am I gonna go to someone that is living a life that I don't really respect and ask for advice for them? Maybe if I'm asking what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, are you going to go to the broke person when you're asking for financial advice? Probably not.
Mm-mm.
But it's like, for relationship stuff, it's kind of like the same way. You could ask someone who's been through a bunch of unhappy relationships, or you could go to the person that's in a happy one and take their advice.
And oftentimes
That's a good
the one person that thinks they know the most is the loudest, but they are the least qualified. Like that one single friend that has never been in a happy relationship and is always toxic is often like, yo, bro, you need to do this, bro. And it's like the one that's in the happy relationship is kind of just like chilling, like, and if you got questions, he'll answer them if you come to him, but he's not going to try to force anything, because first off, he probably knows that you got to learn and go through it yourself. Second off, he's just like, he's a happy guy. He's not like trying to force his opinion down on anyone else. But you know what I'm saying, though? It is like that.
That's how it is. And, yeah, man, everyone's just trying to figure it out themselves, too. So you got to keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everyone, even IBM, great woman, one of the greatest, probably maybe the greatest.
Up there with
So
Harriet Tubman, I'd say. I'd say,
Is Harriet Tubman a woman? Was
yeah,
it
Harriet Tubman was one of, bro.
I don't
Isn't
know.
she the one that's,
The
you know,
slave that
lead the
escaped,
lady,
right?
yeah,
The
Yeah.
Underground
lead
Railroad?
the
Yes.
female through
Underground Railroad.
underground,
Isn't that
yeah.
a movie?
Mm-hmm. It's a great movie.
You've seen that movie, too? Up there with the Notebook?
Yeah. It's been a while, so I gotta refresh.
No, but IBM, great woman. But, I mean, even IBM, even IBM doesn't know everything.
No, I do not know everything. But
Yeah.
I've learned, I mean, I try to live each day and do what I need to do. Then after that, then just use your common sense, you know? And just be, you still have a lot to learn. Not say if you certain age, that mean you stop learning or you know everything. Because I don't think we know everything. I think God's the only one that knows everything. Right? So, yeah, just live and learn, be happy, and
Time.
yes, because we are down here. You're talking about the time is pretty short. Think about it. You know, it's already in April, right? Tomorrow is May 1st. See how fast the time goes? So just try to be happy, live, work hard, play hard, and just enjoy your life and do good. You know? Stay true to yourself. And that's all I can say. Be yourself. That's all I can say.
That's the motto of this pod. Be yourself.
Yeah.
And this is something that if you guys are seeing what Nick and I are wearing right now, something that we have been working on for a while, something that we're both very, I would say, just very passionate about. If you take a look right here on this, I'm wearing a hockey jersey right now. It says One Life. Nick's got the hoodie over here embroidered, One Life. Got the joggers on, One Life on it. And that is the name of our new brand, standalone, separate from IBP merch. IBP merch will still be a thing, but this is a standalone brand, and basically the message behind it is you got one life, make the most of it. Everyone who rocks it is someone who wants to grow physically, mentally, and spiritually. And it's pretty simple, but we just both love like what it represents and what it means.
Like I have One Life tattooed. I only have one tattoo, and it's tattooed right here. One Life on the forearm right there. And I mean, it's just because I think we both resonate with it so much. It's like One Life. Every time I see that, it reminds me, it's like, all right, One Life. What am I going to do? This is your only shot you got. So
This, everyone's like, oh, when this happens, this is it. This is the moment. We're in the moment right now.
And sometimes you forget. So I think that's part of why we wanted to make it. Every time you wear this, you see it, you're like, all right, One Life. This is it right here. Let's go.
I'm going
I
to run
love
it up, right?
Yeah, I love it. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like put everything in perspective of whatever you do. You got one life. You know that song. One life.
That song.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Got one life.
Do it up tonight. I got 3 shots in my system. I'm all right.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
August
the
song.
one.
Wait.
That's the song.
Oh,
It's
wait.
Summertime.
Did I
from
say that? You
Summertime.
got You got one
One
life,
life,
I'ma live it up tonight. I got 3 shots in my system, feeling all right. I might forget, but it's all good. No, it is wild looking back and seeing little like moments of us saying one life, because it is something that we've been saying for years now, and we finally put it all together into a brand, and it's so cool because the quality is it's quality.
So quality.
Like literally, like look,
That's so
the
fire right
this is
there.
so fire.
Hoodies.
Yeah.
Embroidered.
So I definitely gonna get those for sure.
Oh yeah, where can she get it?
Now where can I get it?
You can get it at the top link in the description.
Well, actually, it's right under Flex Pro.
Right
official
under
sponsor.
Right under. It's right under that, and it's on the screen right now. If you want to be one of the first people to get it, I say get it right now, because we're gonna be repping it. We made this because we want to rep it.
Yeah.
And it's what we represent. There's so much stuff on there. We have bathing suits on there. We got a denim jean jacket, which is actually goes so hard. And
even you have socks.
we got joggers. I'm not wearing the
you
socks.
didn't
right
have
now.
it?
I don't think we have socks.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe let us know. Maybe we'll drop socks in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's t-shirts on there. Everything's nice. I think this is my favorite thing, the hockey jersey.
That's fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
I don't even like hockey,
It's
but
a great quality too.
Great quality.
How much?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
How much what?
How much we pay you to say that?
How much?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell. It's a secret.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And not only is it the brand that we have, we also have a community that we have built on School, SKOOL. That's going to be linked right below that. It's a community for people, young men, young women, doesn't matter, who want to grow and better themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. There's a paywall behind there just so it can filter out people that aren't serious about growing, and there's not like clowns or trolls up in there. But we made that because we want to be in there motivating and inspiring each other each and every day, and having accountability in a community is such a good way to grow, because once you have people checking you and making sure you're doing this and doing that, it really holds you accountable. Just like a brotherhood, like how Nick makes sure, hey, bro, did you go to the gym today? Or, hey, yo, we got to get this video done here. If he's not there, maybe I'm slacking off a little bit. Same with our friends, DJ Fab or all this. We're all holding each other accountable, and it's just a deeper, better way to have a deeper connection with us. And also, we're going to have Zoom calls over there. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to invest almost everything we make back into you guys. So our idea, our hopefully, if everything goes right and it generates enough revenue, we can fly some of you guys out for the podcast. So one of y'all could be on the podcast. And right now, I think there's only a couple members in there as we're speaking.
Yeah.
So the chances of you being on the podcast are high. Say there might only be 10 people over there, and say we fly one of you out. That's literally a 10% chance. But the more the community grows, the better it's going to be, the bigger. But the earlier you are, the higher the chance. So I say get over there, join the community. I mean, for the price of 2 Chipotle bowls, you can lock in, change your life, for real.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the idea behind One Life as a whole. And if everything goes right, maybe even fly some of you guys out for the last to leave challenges. These are just like ideas that we have. Obviously, it's all hypothetical, but if it goes right, we want to keep growing it and building it over there. So excited for the future of One Life.
And with that being said, IBM, thank you for coming on. Any last words you want to say? We got to do a podcast with you and IBD at the same time
together.
too.
Yeah.
Because IBD wants to come back. He's been saying.
Yeah, he already said he want to come back. When's his turn?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But IBM, anything you want to say to people? I mean, everyone already loves you. I'm sure they love you even more now. Just a great person.
Well, I'll just say thank you for having me here. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm glad I'm on here, and just be true to yourself. Be happy. One life to live, right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.